Yo, what's going on, guys? You're watching Epic Pokemon TCG. In today's video, guys, I just actually uploaded the video talking about the announcement for the 2020 season rotation, and someone was actually awesome enough to post this picture. Now, I think there is something that I saw with Secret Rare Brooklet Hill. I don't know yet, but these are apparently some of the cards that we are going to be losing, which is actually insane when you really think about it. Cards like Buzzwole, Tapu Lele, Lycanroc, and Gardevoir, just like these four immediately have been cards that were really huge in the format. And of course, I talked about Zoroark in the last video. But honestly, I just want to talk about just how absolutely crazy this rotation is, just as a whole. Even if like some of these cards are not on the list or whatever, I just want to talk about how many things we're losing. Um, just as a whole, honestly. So yeah, Tapu Lele, for a fact, is leaving. Guardians Rising is leaving the format. Crimson Invasion is leaving the format. So these two are gone, and of course Zoroark's gone, and Gardevoir EX is gone. Just those cards right there have been really huge, honestly. And Vikavolt is leaving too, which is crucial because that's literally how one GX just functions. Period. And then Garbodor, that was a very, very, very good card for a long time, just because of the fact that like it literally changed how players had to play their decks out when they faced up against this deck. And then Marshadow, of course, is a card that has been, on a little more of the controversial side lately, but still, nonetheless, it is a card that is actually really solid, especially if you can open with it and just let loose your opponent to four cards. Field Blower was a huge one just because of the fact that that was the only way really to get rid of tools off of certain Pokemon like Float Stones and such. That was like the counter to Garbodor. And then Alolan Muck's been a huge factor for me recently because I've got to play a lot with this card finally. And Guzma is another one. Guzma's actually huge. Guzma and Lycanroc is huge just because that's really the only way you can bring stuff up. And so benches are going to be a little more safe now. I mean, there's not really anything off the top of my head that I can think of that brings stuff up. DCE is another huge one. I'm kind of shocked by this one. Honestly, we see Zoroark, DC, and Marshadow all are apparently rotating. So this immediately tells me that there are going to be so many happy people out there until they find out the fact that there's something else that's coming out that's going to be quote busted. Acerola is one of my favorite supporters. I hated AZ, but I like Acerola because that makes sense. But yeah, just like honestly looking at some of these cards, man, it's wild to think that these are rotating out. They're finally gone, and this honestly, guys, this is actually going to be a crazy rotation just because also it is affecting worlds too. If you guys missed my video talking about it, I also linked the article, the Pokemon's official article in that video as well, or you can just go on the Pokemon website and look it up. But this is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. Like just letting this sink in and just thinking about it is absolutely crazy, especially if the ball cards are actually on this list. Okay, so I just wanted to go ahead and verify real quick before I went on to that. Yes. Apparently all these were Sun and Moon base. Like, holy crap, guys. This picture, we are losing so much that it is insane. We're losing the capabilities to bring up Pokemon. We're losing searchers, we're losing recovery cards, we're losing choice band that can really help you hit key numbers, and we're losing our support, yeah, pretty much our supporter grabber. We're losing Buzzwole, which is absolutely heartbreaking to me. And this is just an insane turn of events, guys. Like I knew the rotation where we're gonna lose stuff, like obviously, but still, this is insane to think about. Just like the stuff we're losing as a whole. Tapu Koko has been a humongous card. I mean a humongous card as of late. Hoopa saw a little bit of love, but not really. Oh shoot, hit my mic. Not really too much. But honestly, guys, this is pretty crazy. To kind of summarize this all up, basically I saw this picture and I remember that a lot of this stuff on this picture is actually rotating out. This one really caught me off guard here was the fact that these are pretty much like Sun and Moon based, I think. We'll probably see more of them in the future. And again, if any of these cards aren't supposed to be on here, this is not my picture. I just saw this and like I said, I agreed with a bunch of them. But when you really break it down and you really look at just like the format as a whole, like just after like the rotation and such, we're losing a lot, guys. We're just losing a whole bunch. And if anything else huge gets announced today or just whenever, I will cover it. So make sure to stay tuned. But my final thoughts on this whole rotation is it's absolutely wild, and we're losing a bunch of stuff. I mean, we are losing a bunch. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this whole rotation thing, please. I would love to hear them. I'm pretty sure people are overly thrilled with Zoroark, DC, and Marshadow being on this list. But anyway, that's moving. That's just giving them too much attention. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Take care. I love you. And this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out.